Hello, this is Chef Commander Coffee, back with another episode of Dominions4, Thrones of Ascension. It is summer, in year 6 of the Ascension Wars, and we shall jump straight back into the turn, as we are in the middle of a rather large war. So, there's no point wasting time. Our research continues in Alteration. I want to reach Alteration 4 for the Wind Guide spell. My hero Badawi can indeed cast Wind Guide, and it will be a use of my small air gem income, as well as boosting the power of both the Flaming Arrows enchantment for my army and my mage's accuracy. So yes, it will be a very useful spell. I will have to redo research allocation at the end of turn though, just to make sure I have enough points in Alteration to fully get that level that we need. We did some site searching, let's take a look. We didn't find any magic sites. We did cast Demonic Whispers. So we targeted Lunawati's capital and Modi's capital with Demonic Whispers. So unrest will begin to increase rapidly in those provinces. So they will have to either patrol that unrest away, which will take up some of their soldiers' time, or they will risk rebellion. So yes, rebellion or just a reduced economy and the inability to recruit units. So either way, it's going to be very useful. It did cost us 22 blood slaves for each casting, but it will last a year. So I think that should be enough to cripple Modi's economy to perhaps just, again, just if we disadvantage them even by a small amount in many locations, that will add up into a large disadvantage in the overall war. So yes, we shall try to continue to harass Modi with strategic magic, not just our battlefield magic. There is a report from Belmar. More falling fires, or fires from afar. Rather annoying. I think they may maybe killed one of my mages. Let's see how many lightless lanterns we have. Just the one, so I don't think they actually killed any, which is fine. They probably just killed a random province defense. Just have Orgias quickly go back to casting Gnome Law. Yeah, let's go back to casting that. So, blood slave hunting. We'll go over the provinces. Syria, too much unrest. Go back to research. Now, I was going to start blood hunting here in Bakar, so he can start blood hunting there. I was going to give him a new patrol unit, so we'll take, say, 20 of these cavalrymen. I think 20 is enough. I hope it is. We only have one mage blood hunting there. We will probably add more as is necessary. But yes, we will start patrolling in Bakar and start blood hunting there. And I will increase the province defense to 10 just to give me that passive unrest reduction. It's not too expensive, so I think it's worth doing. Let's go back to checking my blood hunting sites. Duvan, quite a lot of unrest. They can go back to research. Brightgate, quite a lot of unrest as well. Mexico, no unrest. Blood hunt, oh yes. Salt no ham, 20 unrest. We'll let that drop down some more. I'm actually going to need to get another commander here to start patrolling the lands. So let's see if we can recruit a commander in any of these neighbouring provinces quickly. If we can't, we're going to have to recruit another one in Duvan, which is not a problem. The mounted commanders are preferable, having good movement and 60 leadership. So yes, I'm not disappointed with recruiting the mounted commanders. So yes, Our blood hunting does seem to have gone quite well though. Our blood slave income is stable at around 400 blood slaves at the start of each turn, even though we are spending quite a lot. I spent 44 last turn just on rituals alone. We spent more when we were summoning frost fiends and doing some forging. So yes, we are gaining a lot of blood slaves. A lot indeed. We're going to move on to the unexpected events. A magnificent statue was raised in your honour in Duvan. +1 order, +4 dominion. Quite happy with that. An unexpected event has occurred in Bethane. One of the local nobles is afraid of uprisings. +10 defence. Bit of a spoiler there, but we'll get back to that. One of my scouts, my scout who was on the Throne of Ascension here, was discovered, which is not really surprising. It is the Throne of Ascension. We discovered 2 units. Yes, we found an assassin. We found 2 assassins. In fact, one of the assassins had a silver hauberk. So yes, we found a silver hauberk, which I will be giving to one of my commanders that I deem useful enough. I believe Ilotos here is a good candidate. I believe you are a good candidate, sir, for a silver hauberk. Unless one of my commanders already picked that up and decided to wear it. Ergen decided to wear it. Ergen. Ergen is leading quite a lot of men, so yes, sure, you can keep that. That is fine. That is fine. Now, Narek, I would actually prefer that you have a Horn of Valor instead of the Astral Serpent, to be perfectly honest. I don't think I need any more Horns of Valor over here. It appears... Mirsanos could do with one. Mirsanos, you can have a Horn of Valor as well. Let's get as many of those Horns of Valor as we can. Try to keep goblins from routing. Routed goblins, not very useful. Okay, there's another... yes, another scout we can move around. And move up to Jelania Gora. Pick up some more of the men that were here. And get them moving back to Northangs. Right, back to the messages. Yes, so we found some assassins. Killed a bunch of brigands. We are still trying to destroy the gate of the Fort in Perrin. Yes, that shouldn't take too long. And the Whispering Legion has left us and are seeking employment in other nations. However, we don't really need that mage anymore because we have death mages now. Oh yes, we have death mages. And this one is going to spend what gold we have this turn building a lab so I can start to mass recruit death mages and other such good things. Now, I'm going to have my High Priestess stay here for a few turns to preach, just to boost our dominion on this border. And the High Priestess I moved here to build temples is actually going to make her way to the front line. What's your leadership like? Not great. Move to Saltneham. I have a plan. She may be able to ferry some units for me. I'm planning on giving her a Demon Whip and a Scepter of Authority, and she can ferry a few more units across the kingdom, which is not a problem. And we're going to keep recruiting excess units in Golem range, probably more of these Spear Warriors, again, just because of the versatility with the bow and the spear, with the flaming arrows, makes them pretty solid hybrid units. So, right. There were some battles. Sorry, I keep skipping between different things. There were a few battles, and we are now going to go into them. So, there was a battle in Bethane. This was a small skirmish, I suppose you could say, between some mercenary companies we hired, and a small garrison of province defense that Modi has in this province. Now, this province is cut off from their capital, so it probably explains why they have very little defense here. And yes, those militia are not happy to fight fire drakes. And the raptors fly in onto the back line and kill the enemy's commanders, allowing us to quickly rout them Yes, and finish off the rest of their units. We did take a few casualties, but nothing I'm really too worried about. Yeah, it's just one raptor. And we killed 3 commanders who were not province defense. These were 2 level 1 priests, level 1 indie priest, and a sacred commander who is an amphibious leadership 80 commander. So not bad at all. And it only cost us 1 raptor, so these mercenaries are free to continue in their conquests. There was a battle in dry fields. Now, I moved my heavy cavalry and the army from the underground into dry fields in an attempt to push Emazar back to their capital and perhaps begin a siege on their capital. Yes, they have their priests run forward. Yes, they have their priests run forward for some reason, and both of them die. Their highest level wizard did manage to escape. The Supreme Grim Personal Shaper. Yes, quite powerful indeed. 1 Earth, 1 Astral, 1 Death. Level 2 Priest. With a possibility of 2 Earth, Astral, Death, or Nature. Yes, quite a lot of variety there. Very communionable. With 1 Astral being a guarantee. Yes. A very high chance of being used in communions, I imagine. Now, I'm not too worried about Emazar having any powerful communions because, well, they've been losing the war so far, and I can't imagine they have very many mages left. Now, Modi also decided to attack dry fields here. However, their force is of no consequence compared to my force. So yes, the heavy cavalry should just ride in and crush the Falspawn. Let's see. Ah yes, the archers doing their job, and the cavalry finishing it for them. We did lose 1 heavy cavalry there, and hopefully we don't lose any to friendly fire. Perfect. Perfect. And the archers managed to snipe their commander. So yes, didn't lose any heavy cavalry. I thought I saw 1 die, but I guess not. So yes, overall, victories all around, and we begin to push both Emazar and Modi back on both fronts. We are going to continue our raids using these mercenaries. I'm going to have Province defense appears to be very strong and well organized. Ah! Shalim the Supreme Grim Personal Shaper. And 10 enemy units. Interesting. We're going to boost the province defense. Oh, there's no population in dry fields. We will not be boosting the province defense. If there's no people there. Eramas is going to attempt to raid Mir, I believe, with his cavalry. Yes, Eramas will attempt to raid Mir, and the mercenaries are going to continue moving to Griffa. Now, I'm not sure the mercenaries will win. Hopefully they will. Yes. And the main army of my prophet will move now to attempt to siege Emazar. Now, their god is here. However, the solar disc is not as powerful a combatant as the dragon, so I'm not too worried. We did manage to steal some magic items, probably from, I believe, from Emazar? Probably from Emazar. Yes, we found a bunch of magic items from the Emazar giants. So I should probably, Hergny can keep the belt of reinvigoration. And so can my prophet. I'm fine with them both getting some magic gear. This amulet of anti-magic, I don't really want the priest to have that, so I'm going to give that to the prophet as well. So the prophet is now has a magic resistance of 15 right now. His magic resistance is dropped in enemy dominions, so yes, I think that might be most useful on him. Anfar found some shade mail for Virgin, which increases stealth. and provides no encumbrance and no defense loss for 13 protection. I think I'm going to give this to Hergny. Hergny the Swordmaster? Yes. Hergny has some better magic gear now, and a stealth value of 60. He's not currently leading any men, so I may use him as an advanced scout. And with a defense skill of 25, yes, Hergny might start. I may move him to the front line. In fact, Hergny may be the one of the vanguard when we assault the fortress of Emazar, and we can see how his combat prowess has grown. He was one of the first commanders I ever recruited, so perhaps it's time to for him to show how much combat experience he's gained over the years fighting for Solve. We shall see. We shall see. Now, mostly mages that I need to recommand. I'm going to have my nature mages continue to cast Haruspex where possible. Let's just quickly reorder them to do that. Yes, and there's one over here. You can cast Haruspex. Yes, good, good, good. And let's go through the other mages. My crafting mages over here. And we did find the assassins. So I'm not too worried about more assassins being here. Though we will just keep it in mind. They could still be lurking around. Yes, they could still be lurking. So we don't really have enough earth gems to make use of to build more dwarven hammers. However, we do have 3 dwarven hammers already. I'm having thoughts. Right. I'm going to have these mages put the dwarven hammers away. And instead, they are going to start wearing the, they're going to start wearing Boots of Youth. And the reason for this is, I need them right now, not to be forging items. Yes, we need our earth gems to recover. However, their earth magic does make them very useful for another thing. And that is, they can bind demon knights. Oh yes, demon knights. Demon knights are quite strong. They wear very heavy armor, and they're effectively much more powerful versions of these heavy cavalry. But being demons, they have much higher than human stats, so they have very good attack and defense skills, as well as much higher strength, morale, magic resistance, and hit points. And obviously they have heavy armor, being a demon knight. So yes, imagine a heavy cavalry, but just better. Just much better. That is what the demon knights are like. So yes, we will be summoning as many demon knights as we can get our hands on. I will be passing these dwarven hammers over to these clockwork smiths. Yes, because these clockwork smiths will then have a higher forge bonus, a forge bonus of 3. And I can use them to forge earth items for very cheap. And I think the earth items I would like to forge are the Armor of Knights. Yes, for only 2 earth gems I can forge the Armor of Knights. And I would also like to forge some Girdles of Reinvigoration, which are, Girdles of Reinvigoration. They're Girdles of Might. However, yes, I mean the Reinvigoration is the best thing about them, so yeah, I'd call them Girdles of Reinvigoration if it doesn't really make a difference. But either way, yes, he shall be forging some of them. And we should still have an earth. Yes, we have 12 earth gems coming in now. My, we must have captured some more earth gem sites. Botane did not have any sites, and neither did Dryfields, but yes, Bonelands had this Earthblood seepage for 2 more earth gems per turn. Yeah, it's very useful. So our earth gem income has started to grow as well. Ah yes, we've been forging Robes of the Sea. And this mage here can have one. And go back to binding Frostfiends. Let's see. Ahmad here. Now these bottles of living water are very good. They are very, very good. I will have to start forging some. I would like to mass forge them though, really. Interesting. I think we are going to forge one of those tridents there, the wave breaker trident. Yes, let's forge one of them. That may be useful to give to a commander that I'm planning on sending for an aquatic invasion. And I think I also want to get one of my Blood 3 mages here. Ridwani. Do I have... how many boots of youth do I have? I have none, so yes, he does need to keep making them. We currently have 4 earth boots, so yes, I don't think we need any more of them. These two mages have just finished casting Demonic Whispers. I'm going to have one of them stay here, but I'm going to have the other one move to Epernia. And the reason for this is that because he has 3 blood magic, he can cast a ritual spell, Infernal Promotion. And I want to promote one of these Frost Fiends, possibly to lead the Frost Fiends that I summon, as well as I will be able to equip him with gear. And I feel I want to see what the Frost Fiends, their stats look like when they wield the Rhyme Hauberk to increase their chill aura. A chill-based thug may be quite useful. So I will look into how to equip one of those. And if nothing else, I may equip him to try and capture this throne. Yes. Right, I have a scout here. He's going to move into the Impassable Mountains. This blood mage here, yes, is going to be... No, you need to go to Epernia. Erasto here, what were you doing? What were you doing? I'll tell you what you can do. You can equip a dowsing rod and do some blood hunting. You can do that. Now, Badawi. Now you have very high fire magic right now. I'm not sure if that high level fire magic is useful for me at this current point in time. I'm going to have Badawi create some pills of water breathing. That will allow me to bring some demons with us into the depths of the water. And it's only 5 air gems, and I need to find some way of spending those air gems, since I have very few wizards who can actually use them. So yes, it is quite difficult to find a outlet for those air gems. I believe that's all my commands, and the treasury is spent, so I think that is it for this turn. Let me just take a look at the army again. Alright, I think that's fine. I think that is fine. Now the army in the north here, not sure what to do with it. I think it can stay here for the time being, since they are all blood hunting, and the worst that will come of that is that I have more blood slaves. So yes, not too bad. Yes, I think that will do for this turn. And again, once more, quite a lot of messages, so I will go over these at the start of the next episode. Yes. Very exciting things going on by the looks of it. Oh yes, 3 more battles. And another battle that we get to view due to our scouts. So, more war upcoming in the next episode of Dominions4 Random Nation Gen as Salt No Ham. It's been me, Chaff Commander Coffee. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.